fourth time in U.S. history, the House of Representatives proceeds with formal articles of impeachment against a sitting president.
We must be clear. No one, not even the president, is above the law.
After months of testimony from dozens of witnesses, Democrats concluding when the president pressured Ukraine to dig up dirt on rival Joe Biden while holding millions in aid captive, he abused the power of his office. Investigators also finding he obstructed Congress in blocking requested documents and instructing White House staff to defy congressional subpoenas to appear.
If allowed to stand, it would decimate Congress's ability to conduct oversight of this president or any other in the future.
You made a ruling on the point of order.
You made a ruling.
The bitter partisan divide on full display at Monday's House Judiciary Committee hearing. Republicans decrying the process as a baseless sham.
We all should be alarmed at how they've abused their power with this majority in Congress.
The articles announced the same day President Trump meets with Russia's foreign minister. President tweeting witch hunt and repeating his claim that Ukraine's president said there was no pressure. The Judiciary Committee will likely vote on the articles Thursday, setting the stage for a vote by the full House next week. The White House says it's already preparing for a Senate trial and plans to participate. Expect more of the president's reaction at a rally tonight in Hershey, Pennsylvania. In Washington, Susan McGinnis, NBC News.
And that brings us to today's talker. Time magazine has revealed their list of the top 5 nominees for the 2019 Person of the Year. President Trump, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, teen climate activist Greta Thunberg, the whistleblower at the center of the impeachment inquiry, or the independence protesters in Hong Kong. The winner will be revealed tomorrow live on the Today Show here on 12 News. But we want to know, what do you think? Cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. Ad number 1, take a look at the damage left behind by yesterday's storm. Glendale police say the rain was so intense, the weight of it knocked down this awning at a gas station at 67th Avenue and Bell Road. You can see the metal crashed onto these 2 cars. A family was in the SUV waiting out the hail. Unfortunately, no one was seriously hurt. The gas station owner says it'll take some time to get this mess all cleaned up. Our number 2 story, the recovery efforts are expected to continue this afternoon for 6-year-old Willa Rawlings. She's the little girl who was swept away into Tonto Creek more than a week ago. Rising water levels and harsh weather conditions complicated the search efforts yesterday. Crews have promised to not give up until Willa is found. And at number 3, you'll need to start watching where you vape in Mesa soon. The City Council passed a new ordinance that bans vaping where smoking tobacco is prohibited. Mesa joins Tempe, Chandler, Gilbert, and several other Arizona cities, which have already implemented vaping regulations. The changes in Mesa go into effect next June. Now let's switch gears. Check out those clouds. That rain from yesterday has come and gone. Jamie's here with the forecast 411 for your Tuesday afternoon and the week ahead.
Well, good afternoon, folks. Yesterday's downpours, yesterday's cloud cover, it's going to be a thing of the past for a while. Good looking 7-day forecast coming up, but this is from our 12 News Weather Watcher. This is from Lori. And yesterday, again, some of those very intense, very isolated downpours producing some impressive rainfall. For tonight, a little bit of cloud cover moves by overhead, but the numbers still manage to dip down to the 40s in the valley, teens, 20s, 30s mixed in around the high country. So it is going to be a cold start to our Wednesday, but into the afternoon, you'll shed a layer at least. 40s and 50s for the high country, and we're going to push it upper half of the 60s, where we should be this time of year across the valley for tomorrow. It is going to be looking like a beautiful weather for a stretch. Take a look at that futurecast again through the overnight hours, late tonight into your Wednesday morning. We do pick up some of that passing cloud cover, really nothing becoming of it. But as we check out the 7-day forecast, it is going to be gorgeous.
All right, Jamie, thank you. A Florida man is crediting the watch around his wrist for saving his life. While visiting his son, he received an alert telling him to seek medical attention. Jillian from NBC Miami has a story.
I've had 32 warnings since the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
That was the first time Roy Robinson's Apple Watch told him he had atrial fibrillation.
We finished up our Thanksgiving dinner the next day. Gotta have your turkey. And then my son says, you're going to the hospital.
1 EKG later taken by medical professionals, and he was admitted to Johns Hopkins for AFib. which is an irregular, often rapid heart rate that commonly causes poor blood flow.
And my father, about 60 years ago, he died of a stroke, so it hit home.
Roy now proudly says the hand-me-down gift from his son is the greatest item he's ever received.
One of the doctors came in and says, I've never had a patient that's worn a monitor for the last 2 years, you know, and came in and it turns out the watch was right. Here's the one I took a few minutes ago that says you're in atrial fibrillation. And like I said, 2 weeks ago, I didn't know what that was. The fact that it could potentially save your life for a few $100 is just amazing.
And I'm the one that always says, do you really need that? We have this, do you really need that? Guess what? I'm buying him the new watch.
They really needed it. An Apple spokesperson says their watches also include a feature that if someone experiences a hard fall and needs an emergency, well, they can alert 911. Keeping you safe now with the warning of a multi-state E. coli outbreak. The CDC and the FDA are investigating a new outbreak thought to be caused by a particular brand of pre-made salad kits. Now, this is separate from the previous romaine lettuce E. coli outbreak. The CDC has now issued a food safety alert. Officials believe the likely source of the outbreak is the Fresh Express Sunflower Crisp Chopped Salad Kit. No deaths have been reported, but 3 people have been hospitalized and 1 person experienced kidney failure. Now for your Daily Juice, award season is officially underway in Hollywood. The Golden Globe Award nominations were revealed this week, and it was a strong showing for Netflix. One of its films grabbed the most nominations, and another was right behind. Mark Barker has details.
It's my honor to tell you about our presenters.
This was only about nominations for the Golden Globe Awards, but there was still a major winner.
Netflix is really at the forefront of clearly what the Golden Globe voters like to see.
The streaming giant led all entertainment companies with 34 nominations across the film and TV categories. Its 1-2 punch of the relationship saga Marriage Story and the gangster epic The Irishman are both up for Best Film Drama among their 11 nominations combined. But missing was one for Irishman star Robert De Niro.
I don't understand how The Irishman could do so well overall and then they don't nominate the person who's in almost every frame of the movie.
We're ready for you, Your Majesty.
The Crown showed off Netflix's strength in television. 4 nominations, including Best Drama and Best Actress for recent Oscar winner Olivia Colman.
3 of the 5 women nominated for Best Actress in a TV drama are Oscar-winning film actresses. And that just shows you the way the world has changed.
Oh my God.
Nicole Kidman's part of that group for Big Little Lies, and so is the morning show's Reese Witherspoon. Her co-star Jennifer Aniston's also in the chase, and their show gave Apple TV Plus its first nomination for Best Drama.
A lot of these big movie stars are finding that the best scripts and the best projects are on TV and on streaming services.
Meaning an award show that's traditionally kept film and TV separate is increasingly seeing those entertainment worlds collide. Mark Barker, NBC News.
But the Golden Globes is facing intense criticism because of all the directors receiving honors. None are women, a perceived snub the Hollywood Foreign Press Association is struggling to defend this afternoon. Well, time now for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley so awesome in just a mere 60 seconds. In just 10 months, 2 best friends have turned a small coffee shop in Goodyear into one of the best in Arizona. Colleen has the secret to their success.
En Route Coffee and Tea House in Goodyear has grown to 3,800 followers on Instagram since January.
It's a sign that best friends Brittany and Denny must be doing something right here.
It's just passion.
Brittany and Denny became friends while working alongside each other at another Valley coffee shop. They talked for a year about owning a shop together when En Route popped up.
Less than 30 days later, it was like unreal. We were
Yeah.
like, oh, we have the
oh my God,
keys.
we gotta put in our notice. I'm like, this is it.
Yes.
We did it.
Now their colorful, creative drinks take over their popular Instagram.
Cornbread latte, like who thought? But it was really good and people enjoyed it.
They're making headlines too. BuzzFeed naming them the best coffee shop in Arizona thanks to Yelp reviews.
We enjoy behind the bar. Yeah. Like having those personal conversations with our guests and getting to know them, and that's what feeds us. That's what gives us that joy.
Not only do they bring in local items for their food and drinks, but you can also find local items for sale in here too. And that's your A to Z 60.
Let's get back to today's talker now. Time magazine has revealed their list of the top 5 nominees for the 2019 Person of the Year. President Trump, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, teen climate activist Greta Thunberg, the whistleblower at the center of the impeachment inquiry, or the independence protesters in Hong Kong. Now, the winner will be revealed tomorrow live on the Today Show here on 12 News. But right now, we just wanted to know, what do you think about this? And so far, leading the way, 24% of you say President Trump, but Greta Thunberg takes a lead at 39%. Nancy Pelosi takes 13%, Hong Kong protesters at 14%, and the whistleblower at 10%. Well, keep on voting on 12news.com/bullhorn, and those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, feel free to comment down below. And that's your 12 at 12, the facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes, no commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and our socials as well. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll see you back here again soon.